In this video, let us solve some problems from exercise 5.2. Now from this exercise, some problems which are there, I have already solved some examples with you. So from this exercise, whichever problems are similar to the examples that I have done before are not solved. Only those problems which are different from the ones which are already done are solved from this exercise. So let us take the third question, main question from exercise 5.2. The third main question says, in the following APs, find the missing terms in the boxes. So you are given an AP and you are asked to find the terms which are missing in the box. Okay. Now if you look at the first AP, now this is a finite AP or an infinite AP? This is a finite AP because it has finite number of terms. So how many terms does this AP have? It has 1, 2, 3 terms. So you have to find the middle term. Okay. Now which is the term? This is the second term, right? This is A1, this is A2 and this is A3. So you have to find the second term of this AP. That is, you have to find A2. So first let us write down what is given to us. Here you are given A, which is equal to 2, the first term, and this is A3, which is 26. Now if you want to find A2, what is the formula of A2? A2 is A plus D, correct? Now you know the first term but you don't know the common difference. But you know A3 is equal to 26. And by substituting the formula for A3, I can get the common difference. So here A3 is 26, A3 is A plus 2D. So A plus 2D is equal to 26. A is 2, so 2 plus 2D is equal to 26. 2D is equal to 26 minus 2, which is equal to 24. Therefore, D is equal to 24 upon 2, which is equal to 12. So the common difference is 12. Now can I find the second term? Yes. You have to find A2. A2 formula is A plus D. So let us substitute here. This is equal to 2 plus D is 12. So 2 plus 12, which is equal to 14. Therefore, the missing term is 14. So 14 is the term here. Now let us solve another question of the similar type. Here you are given this AP and you have to again find the missing terms. In this AP, how many terms are there missing? 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are missing. This is also a finite AP because you know the last term of this AP. How many terms are there in this AP? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 terms are there in the AP. And which terms are missing? The first term, that is A1 is missing, A3, A4 and A5. These are the terms which are missing in this given AP. So first let us write down what is given to us. It is given A2 is equal to 38 and A6 is equal to minus 22, correct? This is A2 and this is A6. A2 is 38 and A6 is 22. What I have to find? I have to find A1, I have to find A3, A4 and A5. Now you know that if you want to find any of these terms, you should know the first term and the common difference. Because in every formula you have A and D, correct? So now if you want to find the first term and the common difference, then if you look at the numbers which is given to you or the AP, you neither know the first term nor can you find the common difference. But there are two things that you know from the AP. That is, you know what is A2 and A6. So from this information we can find the first term and the common difference. So let us see, given that A2 is 38 and A6 is minus 22. What is the formula for A2? A2 is A plus D, therefore A plus D is equal to 38. Similarly, A6 is A plus 5D. So A plus 5D will be equal to minus 22. Now you have got two equations. Now if I solve these two equations simultaneously, then I can get the value of A and D. Okay, so on solving 1 and 2 simultaneously, so this is how you solve the equations simultaneously. You change the sign, and when you change the sign, if it is plus here, you change the sign to minus. This is plus here, so you have changed the sign to minus, and this is minus 2, so plus. Okay, I can directly change because this will get cancelled. So upon cancelling, I'll get plus D minus 5D is minus 4D. This is equal to 38. You take the sign which is below. So 38 plus 22 is equal to 60. So what is your common difference? Common difference is 60 upon minus 4, which is equal to minus 15. So you got your common difference is equal to minus 15. Now I can substitute that in equation 1 and get the value of A, right? So substituting D is equal to minus 15 in 1, I get A minus 15 is equal to 38. So your A is 38 plus 15, which is equal to 53. So one of the terms that you had to find was your first term. So you have found your first term A1, which is equal to 53. Next you have to find A3, A4 and A5. So let us find these terms. A3 is equal to A plus 2D. So this is equal to 53 plus 2 into minus 15, and after solving I get this equal to 23. A4 is A plus 3D, and after substituting and solving this I get A4 is equal to 8. Then A5 is equal to A plus 4D, and if after solving A5 I get this equal to minus 7. So which are the missing terms from this AP? The missing terms are 53, 23, 8 and minus 7. So these are the terms which are missing from the AP. Now let us go to the next type of a problem. Here what is given to you in the question is, this is the 8th question from exercise 5.2. An AP consists of 50 terms, of which third term is 12 and the last term is 106. Find the 29th term. So you are given an AP and it is said the number of terms in this AP is 50 and the third term of the AP is 12 and the last term of the AP is 106. You have to find the 29th term. So first let us write down what is given to us. It is given that AP consists of 50 terms. Now the number of terms is denoted by n, right? So n is equal to 50. What else is given to you? Third term is 12. So A3 is equal to 12. Last term is 106. Now you know that in this there are 50 terms. So the last term will be what? The last term will be the 50th term, right? So the last term will be A50 because your AP consists of 50 terms. So the last term of the AP will be the 50th term. So the last term is 106. So A50 will be equal to 106. Now what do you have to find? You have to find the 29th term. So that is A29. So to find the 29th term, what is the formula for A29? It is A plus 28D. Okay. So you have to know what is A and what is D. Now only information that is given to you is A3 and A50. So using these two, I have to find the first term and the common difference in order to find the 29th term. So let us take A3. From A3, if I substitute the formula of A3, I'll get A plus 2D is equal to 12 and A50 is 106. So A plus 49D is equal to 106. So number these equations as 1 and 2. So since you have got two equations, now you can solve these two equations simultaneously. Always remember, when you have two unknown quantities in your equation, then, or if you have to find two unknown quantities, then you will require two equations to solve, okay, or to find these two unknown quantities. If you have one unknown quantity in your question, then you would require only one equation to find that unknown quantity. So now since we have two unknown quantities, we would require two equations to find these two unknown quantities, and we have found those two. Now solving this 1 and 2 simultaneously, again I can directly change the sign and cancel the first term, that is a and a, and then on solving I get minus 47d is equal to minus 94. The negative sign will get cancelled and you'll get d is equal to 94 upon 47, and this is equal to 2. Therefore your common difference is 2. Now I can substitute d is equal to 2 in either 1 or 2. So I am substituting in equation 1. So I get a plus 2 into 2 is equal to 12. Therefore the value of a is 8. Now I got a, that is the first term, and the common difference. Now I can substitute it in this formula and find the 29th term, right? So this is equal to 8 plus 28 into 2, and upon solving I get this equal to 64. Therefore A29 is equal to 64. So the 29th term of the given AP is 64. Now let us go to the next question. This is the 10th question from exercise 5.2. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. So it is given that there is an AP and the 17th term of the AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Means the 17th term is 7 more than the 10th term. You have to find the common difference. So what is given to you? 17th term exceeds the 10th term by 7. So A17 is equal to A10 plus 7. What do you have to find here? You have to find D. Now using this, I can substitute the formula of A17 and A10 and find the value of D. What is A17? A17 is A plus 16D is equal to A10 is A plus 9D plus 7. Now this is plus A, this can be cancelled. If you don't know how it gets cancelled, suppose this A you transfer here, then it will become A minus A, which is 0. So I can directly cancel this. This plus A, so this can be cancelled. Then what is remaining here is 16D is equal to 9D plus 7. I'll take the same like terms on one side. So 16D minus 9D is equal to 7. So this is 7. So 7D is equal to 7. So the common difference is equal to 1. Therefore the common difference is 1. So let us solve the 11th question from the exercise. The 11th question says, which term of the AP will be 132 more than its 54th term? The question says, which term of the AP will be 132 more than its 54th term? Let the AP be 3, 15, the AP is already given to you, sorry. The AP is 3, 15, 27, 39. So this is a finite AP where the last term is 39. Sorry, not finite AP. This is an AP and the last term that you know is 39. Okay. Now you have to find which term of the AP will be 132 more than its 54th term. Okay. So there is a term which is 132 more than the 54th term. You have to find which is that term. Okay, so what is given to you in the AP? In the AP, you know A is 3 and the common difference is 15 minus 3, which is 12. You have to find the term of the AP which is 132 more than 54th term. So since you don't know which term it is, let us take this term to be an for some n. Okay, so let this term be an. Now what is given to you is this term an is 132 more than the 54th term. Means what? An is equal to A54 plus 132. Now I can substitute for an the formula. The formula is A plus n minus 1d is equal to A54 formula is A plus 53d plus 132. Again A and A can be cancelled, so I get n minus 1d is equal to 53d plus 132. Now I am taking the like terms on one side, so I get n minus 1d plus 53 will become minus 53. So minus 53d is equal to 132. D is taken common, so n minus 1 minus 53 is equal to 132. D into n minus 1 minus 53 is minus 54. So n minus 54 is equal to 132. So n minus 54 is equal to 132 upon d. So n minus 54 is 132 upon d is 12 and this is equal to 11. So n minus 54 is equal to 11. So if I want n will be equal to 11 plus 54, which is 65. So n is equal to 65. So what is the term? This term is A65. Okay, we got the value of n. So this term is A65. Therefore, 65th term of the AP is 132 more than the 54th term. In this video, let us solve the 14th let us solve the 14th sum. How many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? So you have to find the number of multiples of 4 which lie between 10 and 250. When it means you have to find number of something, means you have to find n here. So now let us write down the multiples of 4 between 10 and 250. So the first multiple after 10 will be 12 is the first multiple which is divisible by, or which is a multiple of 4. Correct? 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So the first multiple of 4 is 12. Next it is 16, 20, and then which is the last multiple of 4 is 250 multiple. If you divide and see, you will get remainder 2. Only when you get the remainder 0 means this number is a multiple of 4. Now since you don't get the remainder 0, 250 is not the multiple. 249 will not be the multiple because the number ends with 9. So which is the number before that then? It is 248. Let us see 248, 4 6 are 24 and 8, 4 2s are 8, and you see the remainder is 0. Means 248 is a multiple of 4. So the last multiple of 4 will be 248. So now you have got this list of numbers. Now you have to check whether this list of multiples that you have got is an AP. Here A is 12 and the difference between any two consecutive terms is 4. Since the difference between them is 4 common, so this list of numbers or these multiples of 4, they form an AP. And what is the first term of the AP? The first term of the AP is equal to 12 and the common difference is 4. You have to find multiples of 4 between 10 and 250. So that is, you have to find n. So whenever you have to find n, you have to consider the last term. If you remember, so far whenever we had to find n, we take an. Okay, from an only you will get the value of n. Now an is always the last term, so an is equal to 248. Substitute the value of formula. So a plus n minus 1d is equal to 248. After substituting all the values, you will get 4n is equal to 248 minus 8, which is 240. So n is 240 upon 4, which is equal to 60. Okay. Upon solving, you get n is equal to 60. So what is n? Therefore, how many multiples of 4 are there between 10 and 250? There are 60 multiples of 4 between 10 and 250. Now let us solve the 15th problem. The 15th problem says, for what value of n are the nth terms of two APs 63, 65, 67 and so on, and 3, 10, 17 equal. So you have to find the value of n for which the nth term of the two APs are equal. So let us consider the first AP. The first AP is 63, 65, 67 and so on. Here the first term is 63. And what is the common difference? Common difference is 2. Now what is the nth term of this AP given by? Nth term is an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So substitute the values that you know. So you get an is equal to 63 plus n minus 1, d is 2. So 2. Number this equation as 1. Let us take the second AP. Consider the AP 3, 10, 17 and so on. Here a is 3 and your d is 7. So what is the formula for the 10th term of this AP? Same. It is an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Therefore an is equal to a is 3, n minus 1, d is 7. So number this equation as 2. Now in the question it is given that the nth terms of these two APs are equal. So given that nth terms of these two APs are equal, so I can equate 1 and 2. So these two are the nth terms of the two APs, so they will be equal. Okay, so 63 plus n minus 1 into 2 is equal to 3 plus n minus 1 into 7. So 63 plus 2n minus 2 is equal to 3 plus 7n minus 7. And on solving, I get the value of n as 13. Means what? The 13th terms of both these APs are equal. Okay, so the two APs are given to you. The 13th term of the first AP and the 13th sum of the second AP are equal. Now let us solve the 19th question. The 19th question says, Subba Rao started work in 1995 at an annual salary of 5,000 rupees and received an increment of 200 rupees each year. In which year did his income reach 7,000 rupees? So you know that he's in the first year, that is in 1995, he got the salary as 5,000 rupees. And every year his salary was increasing by 200 rupees. So now you have to find out in which year did his salary become 7,000 rupees. Okay, let us write down. In 1995, what was his salary? His salary was 5,000 rupees. So in 1996, his salary was, there was an increment of 200. So 5,000 plus 200, which is 5,200. In 1997, it was 5,200 plus 200, which is 5,400, and so on. So his salaries of each year from 1995 is 5,000, 5,200, 5,400 and so on. Okay. Now we have to check whether this list of numbers or his salaries, they form an AP. Okay. Upon subtracting consecutive terms, you get this difference as same. since the difference between any two consecutive terms is the same, the given list is an AP. Now you have to find out in which year did his income become 7,000 rupees. So you don't know which year, so when you have to find which year, you would take let his income be so and so in X years. So similarly, let us take let his income in the nth year be 7,000 rupees. So you don't know which year, so let the income be 7,000 rupees in the nth year. Means what? His income will be AN will be equal to 7,000, correct? Because this list tells you this is A1, this is A2, this is A3. So you have to find in which year it was 7,000. So let it be equal to AN. So AN will be equal to 7,000. On substituting the formula, you get A plus N minus 1D is equal to 7,000. Substitute all the values that you know. And on solving, you get N as equal to 11. Okay. So it says N is 11 means his income in the 11th year was 7,000 rupees. So his income in the 11th year was 7,000 rupees. So these were all the different types of problems, okay, which come under general term or nth term of an AP.